Fire Escape Engineers Inspect the Summary video. We're here. This is fire escape number 3 of a fire escape we're doing here in Euclid, in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, this is fire escape number 3. The fire escape must be structurally sound, must be kept painted in order for us to proceed to the load test. Fire escape has not been kept painted. Fire escape is not structurally sound, so we cannot proceed to a load test at this time. We can spot repair this fire escape and then proceed to a load test. That's a possibility. We can also take this fire escape and fully refurbish it at this time and avoid the load test, not only now but in 5 years, and for the next 15 to 25 years. If properly maintained, this fire escape will not have to be load tested, as long as you provide other evidence of strength. The code is the authority having jurisdiction shall accept by load test or other evidence of strength. But you need to do some major work to this fire escape because it is an all diamond plate fire escape. Water has been getting in, and that water has rotted a lot of the steel from below. A lot of the clips of the treads from below are rotted out, so there's a lot of things that you have to do with this. Now, the fact that this fire escape needs a paint job, it has lead. You're not supposed to weld on a fire escape as per EPA guidelines. You must be an EPA licensed renovator to scrape and paint this fire escape, and there's no welding allowed to fix this fire escape in the future. It must be all bolted. Everything is going to be bolted. Every weld on this fire escape must be backed up with a bolt in order to proceed to a load test, or if part of the full refurbishment and every weld gets rebolted, there is no load test, but every weld is going to have to be rebolted regardless of if it's going to be load tested or if it's going to be refurbished. So with that being said, we got a lot of cement issues. You got to stop water from getting behind it, causing rust jacking and ice jacking. This has all got to be cleansed. All these plates got to be popped, cleansed of all the rust, then put back down, seal all the joints so that water doesn't get back into any of these joints from above and from below. As I walk down, every single one of these treads must be cut. All these welds must be cut because all the below is all these clips, and all these clips are full of rust, which I'll show you. So this is a waste of time and money. It may be a temporary band-aid. You're not even supposed to be welding because there's lead paint on this fire escape. So no welding is allowed by EPA. It's a $35,000 fine if the EPA caught some guy welding over here. So again, it can be repaired with bolting. Same scenario here. When you get to this connection right here, you got bolts going this way that you got to change out. You got a weld going this way. As soon as you back up this weld and you change those bolts, there's no need for a load test on that connection because you've refurbished it and you have other evidence of strength. Every one of these railings is welded to a bracket and then bolted. So you got to change the bolts and you got to back up the weld. But if you want to leave it, you can load test this. You can load test this fire escape, but every weld still needs to be backed up, regardless of whether load testing or we're refurbishing the entire structure. Now looking underneath, all that cement needs to be patched up. All the cement into the wall from the superstructure needs to be sealed from above and sealed from below. See all the rust from below? Once you lift all that diamond plate, you're going to be able to get underneath there and clean all that out 100%. Okay? So every one of these bolts, as you can see, they need to be swapped out in order to avoid the load test. Okay? Or if you're going to keep these bolts, you're going to change only the ones that are bad, and then you're going to load test this fire escape. You see all the clips from down below? Let me get in closer. Every one of those clips is full of rust. Every single one. As we get closer down to the ground, I'll be able to get underneath one and show you some more. So, superstructure. The feet at the ground, wherever they tie into the ground, you got to close those up and you got to seal them. And I usually like to put tar around the bottom of anywhere from 6 to 12 inches to stop the snow from getting in there. This junk that's getting into this corner, that's all ice jacking, rust jacking, and it's going to push this fire escape away from the building. As you can see, the effects. It gets into your building, causes damage. Okay, any welded connection here, such as the stringer connection, okay? Bolted this way, but welded that way. I need 2 bolts in that way to avoid having to load test these. So, and again, all rust inside these connections. And as you can see again, look at all that rust. Okay, look at all the rust here, see? Rust, and it's already bulging, right? Rust jacking and ice jacking. See these clips down below? Welded on the right side, but bolted straight on. So you have to change that out. You want to take Andre's call? So continuation here on the welded railing connections. Anything that's tied into the building, you need to make sure that it's properly sealed and secure, and then load test it. Okay, we got another issue here. This platform is all rotting out. Okay, So this is assuming that this fire escape system is assuming that this platform that it's resting on and that the staircase is resting on is 100% secure. So this is another engineering company that has to come in here and deal with this, because this load is all transferred here. Now we have the ability to transfer this load and create bracketing here back to the building, which would then eliminate the need for this to be here. We'll speak with the structural engineer or the design professional to see if that's a possibility, and that will eliminate when you have to fix this platform, because I think there's a huge problem here on how this is supported and what this is doing. So this whole loading dock area I think is an issue, but to eliminate the fire escape, and then we need to suspend that stair back upward so we don't have to deal with that. The rest of it is not, and it's tied down to the ground, so we have some issues down there. But again, all diamond plates, it's typical for them to come in and start rotting from underneath. Every single one of these treads has to be rebolted, cut all the welds out, change all the rust out 100%. The paint job has got to be by a licensed EPA renovator, because you have lead. Orange is a typical color underneath that says this is, but again, older than 78. See how it's rotting underneath on the feet? So quite a few problems on this whole fire escape. There's 3 systems here on this building, 2 major ones and 2 minor ones, and a minor one that includes a bridge. So if you have any questions on this, but again, this will be a factor. We're assuming that this will support what's happening up above. Otherwise, we have to re-engineer this for this to be picked up differently. Any questions? Fire escape engineers inspect the summary video, 866-649-0333. This is Cisco Meneses, 866-649-0333.